What's good, everybody? This is Generation 71 coming back to you with well, not really Let's Play. It's going to be kind of just a conversing video. In the background, I'm actually going to be playing a little Extinction. This is actually just going to show you how to beat Extinction every single time, no matter what. And you'll see kind of what I'm running here, the Death Machine, the Vulture, Feral Instincts, Death Machine, Feral Instincts, and Weapon Specialist. Weapon Specialist can be iffy, but the other ones you definitely want to make sure you have, because those are the key to the strategy, essentially. With that being in the background, yeah, this is a live commentary, me just kind of conversing with you guys about, things that are gonna be happening, but yeah, just, real talk. If anybody is actually watching this video, R. Kelly, you know what I mean, yeah. but, yeah, I love saying, I'm so sorry. It's been a rough morning so far, and just like, but yeah, so everybody knows what's going to be happening on YouTube, or has been happening, because we thought it was going to be starting on January, so obviously in a month, next year, whatever you want to call it. It's a month away from next year. It's crazy. It's scary. We're almost in 2014. Oh my god. But everybody knew that the doomsday of YouTube was going to be happening in about a month, but it looks like it actually happened a little bit sooner than a lot of people thought. And a lot of people are getting scared, and obviously with this, it honestly mainly affects gaming channels more than anything else. Don't take any damage. Okay, I'm not gonna take any damage this time. But it affects gaming channels a little bit more than any other, news channels or anything of that nature. But yeah, with the copyright claims. And the interesting thing about these copyright claims, it looks like a lot of people are actually starting to figure this out, that it's not necessarily the actual gaming companies that are actually claiming these, it's the people who made the music. So it's kind of crazy to think that, oh, I mean, it makes sense, but not, because obviously it's like, hey, if I'm going to be stealing your music and I'm going to be putting it up on YouTube so I can make money off of it, sure, I understand that. But if it's something that's in the background of, a video game, I mean, first off, you don't make that song intending to be like, oh, hey, we're going to be making so much money off a single CD here, it's going to be crazy, bro. No, you don't go in with that thought process. It's more of, that it's going to be present in the game, whatever money they're willing to pay you, you should be able to say, okay, this is what we're going to get. But no, then people just want to be like, hey, we made music, we should be getting paid for all these videos. In a way, I can understand that, but in a way, like I said, if your original intent didn't start out that way, why are you kind of being a little, in a way, money whore? But I mean, everybody on YouTube, honestly, is kind of a money whore, so it's the pot calling the kettle black, or, whatever that saying is. And so, yeah, in a way, it makes sense, but in a way, it's kind of ridiculous as well. I mean, kind of goes hand in hand, but this is affecting a lot of gaming channels, because a lot of people, do this, they may do it for fun, and they may do it because they actually want it to be their job in the future. And if it's affecting this many people, kind of makes you wonder, how bad is this going to affect everybody? Oh shoot. Give me a second. That was almost pretty bad. I didn't think it'd be that bad, but I wonder if I could do this. Wait, give me a second. I want to see if I could just put this right in front of him. That's funny. That makes me laugh. But yeah, this mainly affects a lot of gaming channels. It affects a lot of people's, in a sense, livelihood, because a lot of people don't have backup plans. And it's been funny to kind of see this, because I've been kind of watching some of the bigger YouTubers talk about this and saying what they've done to kind of prepare for this. Because honestly, if you've been around YouTube even for a year, you kind of already figured something like this would happen. I mean, YouTube has been dying, but not. I mean, it's kind of like YouTube is a bleeding, like we amputate its leg, and sometimes the leg still keeps bleeding even after we've cauterized it or cauterized it. I honestly don't remember that name. These guys are getting kind of annoying here. But then here, put the death machine all the way up as far as we can. I have no idea why I was going with the amputee thing, but you get my point. It's been dying. It's been slowly bleeding over the years, so a lot of the bigger YouTubers kind of realize this, and some of them have actually made plans with how they're actually going to go about things, and I thought it was kind of clever because obviously you want to acknowledge, where you got your start from, which is YouTube, but you also got to understand that YouTube may not always be there. So some of them have made their own websites, some of them have made most of their profits off merchandise, and it's just kind of clever to see how that's all changed and how some people are prepared for it. But even some of the like major YouTubers, some of them honestly don't have plans. Like they've just kind of said, hey, YouTube's here. This is all I really need. It'll be fine. No big deal. But that's not necessarily the case because I mean, this is I think the first time where I think things have been getting kind of serious. Because I mean, there's always been like copyright things, especially with Nintendo. Me being or starting out as a Nintendo Let's Player, there's always been kind of just a thing in the background saying, oh, it's always a possibility, but it's not that big of a probability. I'm trying to use big words to make myself sound smart, but honestly, I just can't figure out anything else to say. But yeah, it's always been kind of a possibility, a probability, possibility, but you've never really paid too much mind to it. But now that it seems to be happening to everybody, and like so many people are getting hit with copyright strikes, it's ridiculous and it's scary because a lot of people do want to make this their full-time jobs. But I mean, a lot of people can also say, yeah, this isn't really, it doesn't take all that much. I guess a lot of effort, but I mean, anybody who actually says that don't really understand how much time we really put into this. And I think a good example was, I don't know if you guys have seen CNanners, they actually went over something like this where if you're a YouTuber, you have no idea how much time we actually spend on here. It's not like, oh, we record a video, just saying random shit, and then we just kind of put it on the YouTubes. And it doesn't go about like that. And these guys are getting a little bit more aggressive than usual. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, I'm bringing this out then if I can't reload. But, yeah, I mean, that's not how it goes. I mean, not only... We spend... there was a good ratio for this. For every hour that you record, you spend 4 hours editing, essentially. And those goes for, for the most part, people who actually care about creating quality content and all that shiznit. That's roughly the ratio, and then that doesn't even go into the time of people who see that networking is something that's going to help out. That doesn't count the time that you go about talking with people, watching their videos, possibly talking about future trying to think future I really can't think future projects that you guys want to do. It doesn't count all of that, so it's kind of it makes me mad when people say, yeah, you really don't put that much effort into what you do, where honestly I think a little too much effort sometimes, because we don't always get the benefits that we're looking for back. Yeah, these guys are getting super duper ridiculous. I've never seen them this aggressive, and I've been prestiging quite a bit lately. So prestiging means that essentially just gaining up a level, and then they're like, we're gonna get tougher. But it's getting ridiculous. I have enough for that now. Sweet. But yeah, it just kind of annoys me when people say that, because I mean, the ones that really do take this seriously, I'm not talking about, and I know this is an overgeneralization, but it's not like a little kid that just records and be like, yeah, I should be YouTube famous. No, it's not like that. It's people that actually take it seriously, that actually put a lot of effort into recording, even if it doesn't look that noticeable to a lot of different people. I mean, we do want to make this kind of our jobs, and this is kind of putting a step or a damper into that, bringing us a step backwards. And yeah, these guys are getting a little ridiculous.